Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to do a very simple from OSX, it's for macOS application, and to share your check result and set it to the Firebase and Firebase Cloud Store. So let's get started. So we need to open the A code and create a new project. And create new project. And I'm going to select the macOS and Coca app. And next file, I'm going to name the file source is the name of the app, and remember the identifier key. And I stored in the tutorial. Okay, so the app is the create that I am going to do, and remove the string though. Remove this string. We don't need this. I'm going to do is only show up with the menu bar, so we don't need so let's remove that. And we do need to add some configs in place. I'm going to add a new key is application is a agent UI element. It should be to Z. And the next thing we do need to file sort entity element. So we do add new key. Name should be alright. So the names I create a new GitHub on my username github.tapn and file sort, and I just create a new readme, and this is the key we do need copy to our entity. So let's name it. Copy the name and copy the key value. Alright, so let's pass it right here. Okay, save it. And now we are going to run it and to verify the app is correctly. And nothing show up because I just deleted the main window. Now I'm going to add a new icon show up in right here. So we do using and set storage bar. So let storage bar equal and add storage bar with system and dot start item with and add storage item dot square length. And now I'm going to do inside when the application did finish and launching, and if let storage bar. Alright, I'm stop this. If let storage bar dot if less button equal, and here we button dot image equal and as image, and should be a new image. So let's equal a cloud image, and we do have a let's cloud image equal I'm sorry, and as image with name right here, and should be name. Now for now we don't have a name of image, so in our set I'm going to create a new file. It should be cloud name of image, and we need to download some icon8.com and icon8. Right. So now we need to search for cloud uploads, and we need to select a size, change size to custom to 40 and download this. And we got the file, and we close this. And now I'm going to into the downloads and select file and drag it right here. Now in our app delegates we got the file name to be cloud. Okay, so we got the button is a setup, and let's get back to our set file. Let's select this and change to template image. Okay, so get back to this. I'm going to make a new function to create a new menu bar right here. So function create menu. So let's menu equal ns menu, and menu dot add new item. And so now we do have a less text string short text string or your string character and menu character item equal ns menu item with title and title character screen, and selection, it should be a selector, and we do have a new function for that, and it should be object-c function screen capture. And now I'm going to do print hello there. Now make sure the function is work, and that means we do set up exactly function screen capture, and for the key the S, and it's a shortcut key, and we can do this later. And as far as menu add new item screen capture item, and we set status bar dot menu or size status bar dot menu exactly our menu right here. Now let's run the app, and I believe the icon cloud and menu item should show up, and we got this, and I don't see any screen capture and menu item and as menu item capture, and we don't see any item. So yes, let's stop and run again. Right, it doesn't show up right here. Let's stay with that. Screen caps and as menu item, it's a title, and need to verify something. As item, each menu item, and as menu item. Okay, let's stop this and run again. Okay, look like we don't see any menu right here. Okay, stop and verify something. Title and selector, self character, menu and as menu dot add item, and status bar dot system. It should work. Alright, so create a menu. So alright, I forgot to call self.create menu. Now again, save that and run it again. Alright, so we got this, and click on it. You should see a message hello there, and with this framework. And I want to keep our app delegates file more cleaner. So maybe I want to create a new file. It should be class. Name is file source. That's whatever the class you name, but for me in our project, I name it the file source. And we have a class file source. File source is alright. So file source is something wrong. I delete this file. Now I'm going to create a new file and file sort. File is Firebase and file screenshot. Class file sort, and I do have a new function screen capture, and here print doing now like that. And in our app we can call to, and here we can initialize let file sort equal new file sort, we initialize our function, maybe lit file short, and the type of our object in the class. And here we can do it by call by fs.string capture. Now let's stop and run the app again. And we should see it doing now. Now I'm going to click on it, capture, and you should see it doing now. Okay, so now I'm going to implement screen capture user user SPN and screen capture. Okay, so we do like this, and here we do have to let task equal process and task dot launches large path equal exactly user SPN screen capture and task dot launch task dot wait for until exit. And now let's do by here, and we should have some argument. Task dot argument equal the first argument equal ice and next equal r and destination path. So the destination path is exactly the file after we take a screen and save it. So we need to do let destination equal something. And so when we initialize, I will do init something right here and do by var primary. I'm going to modify this, so we need to var. And if you change to the let, let's see what is showing an error. So temp it should be a string, type of string, and should be required. And when we do initialize a new file source class, we do self.temp equal and add temporary directory. And now I'm hit command B, I believe. Alright, so cool. That is var. Because we're going to modify this. And now destination should be self.temp with the file name. So we don't have a file name, that let file name equal short.png, and so like that. And now I am going to do our destination print your string image has been saved as is a location destination. Now I am going to stop up and run this. Now click on capture string. Now you should see a cursor. We are going to capture this. Now capture this string, and you should see here the sound, and here is our temp directory, and here is the path destination where the short.png you see. Now let's open this in terminal, copy that, and actually you can go to open the Finder and file, it should be go to, and searching for file, go to folder and path right here, and you should see a right here, and beside it you should see a file name short.png. And now I'm going to delete this, and again now take string, we should see alright, and you should see a short image right here. But again, and you should see only file is a source. So I want to the source.png to be a unified, and that means we can do by take a timestamp to maybe like this. Alright, let timestamp equal and add date, and from and add this. It should be initialize it this from, and should be seen. Alright, time into from 9070 and add width 1000. We are going to take a millisecond, so it should be a float, and I am going to make it to round and round, and going to integer, and should be an integer. And so here in this case, the file name, it should be timestamp plus with short name, and we add new some like this. Okay, so now our file name with appending to with timestamp. Okay, so we can mark to string by do like this, timestamp. Now run the app again. Alright, so let's open our directory and take this capture string, and now you should see a name of the file. It should be append with timestamp with source, like that, timestamp. Okay, so cool. So that is how do we take a screenshot on MacOs and use a default command. But how do we take this image and upload to our Firebase? Okay, so we got our database file and data. So okay, I'm sorry. Now I am going to add the Firebase into our project. So let's open Google Chrome, and you do need to follow github.com and Firebase iOS SDK. This is a framework for Firebase using, but in the Mac OS it's different. So I am going to recommend you to download this file, download a Firebase project. And now I'm open this, extract this file and rename it to Firebase and FB, maybe a Firebase into FB, and copy that into our project and into tutorial and file source, and now and button right here. I'm sorry, it should be in root of our project and FB. And we can name it to Firebase. Alright, SDK, like Firebase SDK. Okay, so let's get some document from official Firebase official get file R file store. We are going to use the file R and Firebase store. Okay, so Firebase R Firebase store, name of the file. So I am going to do open our terminal and change to our project. Alright, change to cd and change to file source project. And that means I am going to quit the code. Stop tag and quit the code and pause version. And you need to use the upload or pause version to 1.4, and this you can use a Firebase. So make sure you are latest version. Okay, so now I'm going to call port init. Right, so we got the port init, and here we should see a file, port file. So I am going to took port file, and here's the port file. I am going to do platform should be OSX with like that. And we do need to follow an example, and let's talk about port file. And for file, we target for OSX, where is OSX 10.10, and we got the path port file O, file call. I'm going to copy that, and we do need, and going to resize a bit my terminal, and we need to add to inside right here port file. And now the path is changed in our project. Let's see the file in our project. It should be a Firebase SDK, so it should be Firebase SDK. Let's do that. And again, Firebase core. I'm going to use another Firebase. It's a Firebase database. And let's searching for Firebase database, Firebase store. We do need this as well. And where is the Firebase database? Core Firebase database, where is that? Alright, got this port Firebase database. Should be the path, would be the same thing right here. Let's copy that. One more thing, we do port are going to store and upload the screenshot to Firebase store, and we do need to set something Firebase store right here. Copy that, and port and path should be, let's copy that. Okay, so quit the file, and now I'm going to run port install. We need to waiting for the Coca ports and add our library right into our object. Okay, so it's done. Now we do need to open this file, not this file. It open this a code workspace. Let's copy the file and open this in Xcode. And I recommend for that run or build or command build the project. And to build, we are going to import something in our object. Okay, so why the project is a build and should be successfully. Now I'm going to do in our Firebase console is Firebase the default is a free. They offer for free, and it depends on your project. And for now, I just create a new account, and you go ahead to use that. I'm going to add new project. Away and project limit. So I am going to new file source. The name of our Firebase file source. Right, choose project ID or the taken tapian.file source. Like that. And the project name of project. File source. Okay, like create that. It takes time. Okay, so it's almost done. Now we do need to follow the document to add into our project. And let's select an iOS. Not even we are working on MacOS, but select iOS is okay. So let's name of your bundle. And let's see that it's very important. And let's select a file source. And let's copy this. Copy that. And path to right here. and the name app name maybe it's optional, but we do need name file, and app store ID is optional, and this means the app ID when you are submitted on Apple Store, but for now we don't need it, and register the app. Now let's download the Google Service Info file. Okay, it's done. And now in our project, in the file sort, let's drag into the file. We just download the Google Service. Download it right here. And copy item if need. And select, make sure you are select to file source target. Okay, so alright, it's done, and let's continue. And this we done. We don't need it. This is for iOS. We don't need it on the Mac. And now we do need config in our store, in our app delegate. So we do need import files breaker, and here now I'm going to do this. Set up Firebase. Do file app Firebase app.config. Okay, so it's done. Alright, so right, cool. So now let's run the app and let's see what happened. Okay, so it looks good. Now we can take a screenshot. Alright, so our screen see. We don't have it open in our local. Let's open this. And app. Here is our local with file source, and here is our file name. And let's delete it. Okay, so we are already set up a Firebase. So after let's take about file source, and this when we take a screen, and here is a destination to the file, and I'm going to do this. So after the screenshot is taken, so I am going to add some. I'm going to command this and command this, and we are not going to take a screenshot and make a test. I'm going to do. Let's import this. Import Firebase database. And this means I'm going to do let reference equal database dot reference, and with path I'm going to let's select our let's finish this, and here is our database, and get started. And here's the roots of our Firebase, and now you see default this mean requires user to be authenticated to add new item to our Firebase database. So now I'm going to add something in our database, and with the path, so we need with the root to be a source. And here let's try to add something. Alright, so reference dot trial should be auto id dot key, and so let key equal right key, and here do by reference dot trial, it should be key dot set the value. So the value I'm going to do the value, for example, let source value short item should be a string, in it we are string key string and any equal, for example, do like we got first we got isn't file equal should be a file name. File name, now we don't have a file name right here because I comment the code for name screen.png, and for a name maybe URL equal. Okay, so it's enough like that. And now I'm going to set the value exactly source. Here maybe we have the user ID equal, or even UID. User ID should be ABC. Okay, so set source value. I'm going to do is with the callback. Set the value with the callback, and sort and completion exactly error and database reference, or even reference the code. So we can bring insert to database with error, and here we can debug after with error. Now I'm going to run this. We should see an error because our app is not authenticated with any user, but in our Firebase we are required user to be authenticated to insert. So let's do this, and now I'm going to take this, and we should see a permission denied. That means it's correct because we set the default rule. Now I'm going to change the rule to into reach equal to, and that means anyone can reach our database, and change to true, and that means anyone can read and write to our database. Now let's switch back to our data, and you should see alerts, but this bit. Now just test this one again. Now let's take screen. Now you should see a sort into our database, which file is a string.png, and ABC is user ID and URL. Again, now I'm going to take this, and you should see like that. Okay, so that is how do we say a new source info into our database. And so I'm going to implement exactly. Now I am going to create a new group. It's called model. Model. And inside model, I'm going to add a new file, and should be Swift, and then name it to source. And we do have class source exactly with let name sort to be file to be string, and should be required. Let user ID equal to be string. Let anything else. User let URL string, and this is a string URL when the user able download this file. Okay, let ID string UID, and let's timestamp equal string. I'm sorry, it should be in integer, and we got init. So default should be a file string, and URL string, and UID string, and timestamp. Alright, so timestamp, I think we don't need timestamp, so we can take a default by setup.file equal file setup.url equal URL. sharp.uid equal uid, and sharp.timestamp equal something. Now we do need to add date dot time from and timestamp time symbol 1970. Alright, so it's plot start with 1000, and we do need to format it to integer. So and round. Okay, so that enough. Okay, so I am going to make a function equal say, and this means we can say it to our should be a function. So should be a function saver, and we do print say, and here we do print for debug say into our Firebase database. Okay, so that with sort. So and here let sort should be a string and any to be an dictionary with the first thing we do is the file should be sharp.file url.sharp.url, and third one should be uid sharp.uid user id, and timestamp sharp.timestamp. Okay, so I believe it's cool. Now we got some model short, and here in our file short I am going to call this, and into now we do need to uncomment this code, and we should have a destination right here, and I do need to upload the file. So how do we upload the file? So I'm going to implement the that sort. So we can do let sort equal sort we do init sort object with the file string. File should be file name URL. For now we don't have a URL there, so let us do http my domain user ID and user maybe like that, and we are going to call sort.save that say. Alright, I don't know why new source and sort.stay. Let command B and we see something. Okay, so it works. Sort and save that. And now we're going to copy that into, and we don't need Firebase right here, and import Firebase into our sort. Import Firebase database, and here we can do let reference equal and should be var Firebase var reference database reference, and when we do init this init task, so we can do by, or even do this by equal. Oh sure, okay, so it is enough, and we can do by reference. Oh, I recommend like this: Firebase var reference database reference, and if sharp.reference equal database dot reference with path and sort, begin with sort. Okay, saving the short, and here now we can do. Now we are not going to say database and make a test first. Run this. Okay, so remove this with anon again. Refer. Okay, so get back to source of model, and I believe we do have an ID. Okay, so let's run this again. Now let's see what happened. Okay, let's take a string, let's capture a string, and now you should see a message saving to our Firebase with the file is the name of file. It should be in locate in our file source. Okay. Here's the name of file again. Okay, so I don't want to check a file locate for now. We can check this is the file we allocate. But here let's see saving to our database with file name. And in our database we don't have a data yet because I didn't call to our, I just cleared the database. And now I'm going to call to save that, which now going to setup.reference. So I can do like this. Let's parse. Alright, so we do by let's ID is the ID should be string, and in this case setup.id equal setup.refer.trial and auto by ID and key, and here we can have an ID, and now we can call this save to our Firebase DB. So we can call setup.reference.trial, which part should be setup.id, and save and set value. Set value with block, and for now we do. I'm going to give a little bit space at the bottom, and the value to be source. Exactly the value we do need to save right here, and with arrow database reference. Here we make something like bring debug. Saving to Firebase, saving just short with arrow, and here arrow. Okay, so now run again. We capture string. Okay, so now open database. We should see if new item is saved in our database again. And let's see debug saving the short with arrow is nil, and that means no arrow. Okay, one again. I will take a screenshot. Now we should see say a file name is a file with timestamp and source PNG. So how do we save an image file into our store? So this is a main problem. To app we are going to do it today. We click get started. Got it. And so we will save our screenshot into our cloud store, Firebase store, and as default and security to be user to be authenticate. That means we do need authenticate to user, and the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to switch back. First thing, I'm going to empty our database, and I'm going to click rule and switch back to require to user can read and write. Now I'm going to publish that. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, rule is a public, and now maybe something happened. Okay, rule is a say, and now loading again. Okay, something happened right here. My Firebase happened. Maybe it's the internet. I'm going to refresh. It can be an internet option. Now I'm checking my internet. Okay, it's working, but something happened. Must enable loss or rule backup. And select database. And now I got something happen with my Firebase. Okay, enable loss database. File sort and click again. Database. Yes, store. Okay, switch to the rule. Alright, so default require user to authenticate. Now we are going to make a new tag to be verify a user capture. And now you should see an error message in the debug. Now clear again. I'm going to capture again. Now you should see permission denied, and that means we are required user login. I am not going to do the user UI for login and register right here today, but I'm going to make a quick authentication how to do that. And so let's take an authentication. Let's sign in and sign up methods. Click on the tab, and we have lots of the provider to log in. Maybe user Google, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, and the phone. For simply, I want to enable user and email. Save that and enable, and get back to user tab and going to add a user. For email, my name, my email, and the passwords. For this case, I'm going to give in the 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, this is a very common password, can be hacked by someone else. So for testing, I'm going to use that. And maybe I want to. Okay, so that's enough. And so this means when we are going to init the source, right? Where is the app delegate, and we init the source, and I'm going to do this with the file sort. And after we configure the Firebase, and we call, it should be changed to var, and here fs Firebase source file sort I'm sorry, fs equal file sort like that, and fs.out, and we need to make a function for out, but in this file sort we don't have out, so I'm going to make a new function out. So alright, so it should be a function, and I'm going to do we do need to import the Firebase authenticate Firebase store core, Firebase database, Firebase store, and now I need to make sure in our parse file. Alright, parse file we don't have any Firebase out, so get back to the document. we do need to get the Firebase auth. Firebase auth, let's copy that. And we should need quick equals stop start. And I'm going to file and store and select EI for insert and port Firebase auth, and the same we do have a path Firebase SDK. Now we need to save this file and we run pause install. Okay, so it's done. Now again, make sure you are open this file, not this file. Okay, so it's done. Now I run command B to build our project to make sure everything is okay. Okay, so look fine. And now in our file sort, I'm going to import Firebase auth. Now it's available to import. And in this case, I'm going to do auth.r and sign in with. And there are lots of sign in method, but we are going to do with email and password. And the email, we can do less email should be a string equal let password string equal 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. This is the account we did create in our Firebase. We just create that. So now we do with email password and results. It should be here in user arrow. We can do like this. If less arrow equal arrow, and we need spring or even we return string login arrow, and here is arrow. Okay, so otherwise, we don't do anything because the Firebase automatically save in user a current user. So if you want to do like this, you can do by private var user. It should be a user, and it should be an optional. And here you can do this by this. Alright, var let our user equal user equal user, and exactly user right here, and L, and here do return. Now we call save.user current user equal user, like that. Don't do that, do it right here. And that means we call out when the app is running. But if we want to check this, alright, I'm going to do from get current user ID. It should be a return something, return string. Should be return all dot current user UID. Or should be an optional. And here we can do like this. Before the R, we can do by check this if let user ID equal setup.get current user ID, and that means user already is logged in, so we don't need to log in anymore, so we do return. And we are not going to user, so let's modify to underscore. Now it build and run it. Alright, so we got this, and here we do user ID, and now I'm going to do let user ID equal if let user ID equal setup.get user ID, and we can do like this. If we detect a user already logged in, we have to save a sort, and here exactly user ID and URL. Now let's run it. Okay, verify, stop it and run again to make sure it's okay. So now we are back to database. Remember, in the last test we can't save our database because it's required to log in. Now I'm going to do character string, and now you should see, and here is exactly user ID. User ID it should be equal ID of the user in authenticate. It's a user ID, it should be equal right here. And that means now I'm going to log in with my email. Again, now I want to make a test. It should be allowed to save again. Now it's working. But now I'm going to do is a save file. We got the file location is a destination right here. And I'm going to do let file equal file manager equal file manager. And so file dot is exist. File dot we need to check. Now we do need to check a file is exist. So it should be now I'm going to do file dot is exist with exist file exist, right? Add path. So we do have a path should be a string and exactly destination. File is exist. If file is exist, now we do need to do file is exist, and then we have to do like this. And copy and borrow if file exist, and here let file data equal file dot content add path. So it call back to it should be a data and file content add path and should be a destination. So we are going to upload this file data to Google to Firebase store. So let's do that. So we do need to import one more thing, import Firebase store, and here I think I can do okay, so for now let's keep that file content a destination content as destination. So we do file store dot, I believe we do like this, Firebase let's store reference equal It should be a store reference. So right, so in here we initialize here step dot store reference equal store. It should be a file store. Okay, so we don't need it anymore. Maybe we can inline right in upload right here. So store dot let reference equal store dot reference with path, and we are going to save it all with short and well. And here let's do reference dot child, and child should be a file name. Child file name dot it should be a push data, and push data I'm going to do with the callback, because we are going to use the upload URL, download URL. So data, it should be a file data, and store and meta store right here. I can do by let metadata equal store metadata. Alright, should be dot store metadata dot type content type equal, we are going to say png dot image dot png. Okay, so I think that's enough. Now we go ahead, copy that and user indicate, and with completion store metadata, and with arrow. And here I'm going to do rest, and if let arrow equal arrow, and we return. And here I'm print and upload source, an arrow upload or saving source to store like that with arrow. And otherwise in here, that means we can do by let URL equal, and we can use a store or callback store metadata dot download URL dot obsolete string, each space string, and here we do if let, and now we are going to do this. This means upload successful, and here we got if let user, okay, it's cool, and short the file name user ID and URL now should be a download URL, and file name short and save it. And command B. Alright, I'm verify. I'll fetch this. And content. Okay, now let's stop it and run again. And maybe we need to implement with file delays after upload successfully. And maybe okay, so let's do it later. Now it's running. Now get back to our database. I'm going to delete everything right here. Now, and click on our store. It is empty right now. And now I'm going to capture a string Okay, so maybe it's not saving with new. No, okay, it should. I think we need to reload store because it's not automatically. Alright, so it worked. We got a source and email file. Alright, and we have that here is our screenshot. Now you see screenshot is automatically saved. And please get back to our database. And you should see an object already saved that in our Firebase. Now we see a sort with file name. And UID is the user ID. It's a sort belong to a user. And we got the user download URL. Now I'm going to copy that. And open in Google Chrome. And now we should see a string. We should capture. Now I am going to capture my string and again capture this. Alright, so again open the Firebase. We should see a new item. It's a show up. And now I am going to copy the URL and pass to our browser. We should see my screen is captured, and now we can use this URL to share to someone else. It works, but so I want to do like this. After we do capture a screen, it's automatically copy. We can implement a web view, automatically open the web view in the Firebase. It should be hot and deploy. I will do it in next tutorial. But for now, I want to do like this: copy exactly user you are automatically copy to clipboard and go ahead to party. And now we do. Okay, so file is the save that. File is save okay, and here I am going to after save that. After save, and here I'm going to do copy to clipboard and okay, copy to clipboard. So let's do like this. So let's pass copy path to clipboard equal and add path dot maybe default general general and pass clipboard dot clear content path clipboard dot set string. We are going to set exactly user URL. It should be download URL. Download URL for dot string. Okay, so I believe it should work for now. Let's run the app. Okay, let's allow. Now I'm going to, the first thing I'm going to copy a sample text. Copy that and pass to browser. Now here is my clipboard. And now I'm going to, I'm sorry, capture screen with this. And it's saved on our database. Now I'm going to pass it. Now exactly this URL, and that means it's automatically copied to clipboard, and that means we can use this and share to someone else again. Now I capture and use the Firebase SDK. Now again, let's copy. Okay, so it saved that, and we can implement a sound later, but for now it should work. Now here we got a screenshot saved. And in the next video, I think we can implement a new web page user holding, and we automatically list of all the user screenshot or maybe history to screenshot and display the preview image. Okay, see you in the next video and bye for now.